So this video, we're just going to talk a little bit about how the camera support system is working. These are dollies. So the dollies aren't part of the legs, but the legs fit into them. They're connected here at the bottom, and they snap right in here. There's a switch on and off. So this is going to let the wheels release, or turning the brake on will make it locked up. And the tripod has all kinds of adjustments that you can make, including, and this is a fluid head tripod. So when you see something like this where it says 0 to 8, this is telling you how much resistance is in the fluid head to make shots move a little smoother. And you've got two handles here. No, this camera does not allow for focus or zoom demands where you could put like a little control because there's no power to the lenses. You got to really think about that if you're buying stuff in the future. Some all-in-one camcorder solutions have that kind of stuff, but they might not be able to be controlled by your system. So you would have to have the camera operator doing it. So around to the side, there's a big plate here, and that's for the whole sled. Now this is a safety release button when you want to take the plate all the way off, but on the other side is the knob, and this knob releases the plate itself. So you can slide forward and backward here to make it look the way that you want and balance it correctly, and then you move that one here like this. Now you're going to notice a whole huge contraption on the outside. This is all a support system for the teleprompter. Really, the camera is on a sled that's right here that's being supported on this big arm, and then we've got this glass. So go around the other side for just a second. So this is a teleprompter. And what it composes of is there's a monitor down here, and then there's a piece of glass that allows for what's on the monitor to reflect off of it so someone over there can see it. So somebody in the news desk could see it. While the lens is behind here, you might be able to see it on the shot, you might not be able to. And it's shooting right through the glass, and it cannot see any of the light that's on there. So it's called beam splitting glass. So when you look here, there's a hood that goes over the lens, and this little flap is for the top to help keep it stabilized, and then there's a bungee on there that you can tighten it with. If you ever needed to take it off, so you can release the bungee and open that up, and now you can fold down the piece of glass part. There's these two ends right here, and if you loosen that and loosen the other side, which I just learned that you can ratchet these by pulling out and then loosen, pull out and loosen, or pull out like away from it and then tighten, pull out, tighten, and it ratchets, which is super cool. You see this little knob here? That's going to allow us to release the teleprompter. If I push it down correctly, I don't know if I got it loose enough yet. Pick up, and then it can fold down. So if I want it to go into that little notch that's right there, see how this has a notch? That's what I really want to have to make it secure. So on the front side, the teleprompter, it's got power. It's actually very smart the way that this thing works. There's a couple of buttons. There's a power button right here. And when I turn on power, it's going to pay attention to the feed that's coming in. On the side, you've got an SDI input and a 4-pin power. And you can actually see right now we've got some script that was on here in the past. There's a flip button, and as you cycle through that, it'll change the way things look. You want it to be where the person can read it through the glass screen. Make sure you power these things off. Teleprompting is happening really from the back room, and anything that you write can really come up onto this thing as long as you copy it and paste it into the program that we use for teleprompting. So you could write it on one document and paste it in with another. But I'll talk about that in a different video.